Hi everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to enter data into a spreadsheet. Right now I'm using Google Sheets. You could do this in Excel or Google Sheets. And the idea is to enter the data for a Factorial ANOVA, like the data that you're collecting, and then get it uploaded into JASP. So let's take a look at how to do that. So let's say my variables are gender and region of the country and let's say hours worked per week. And it works best if you use numbers to label each gender, or each category. So for gender, it's pretty common to use zeros and ones. And then you just have to remember whether the zeros are male or female. So we're going to go like this. So there's 10 zeros, and let's say that 0 represents male and 10 female. Is that right? And for region, let's say there are 4 regions of the country: north, east, west, and south. So we're going to go like that. Like that. And for hours worked per week, this is going to be our dependent variable. And you can see this is measured on an interval ratio scale. So we'll say like 40, 45, 35, 25. Something like that. Like that. So that is our data, and we've entered it. We have 2 categorical variables. Those would be our predictors or our independent variables, and then 1 dependent variable that's measured on an interval ratio scale. So we're going to call this factorial data entry. Now, here is the key. JASP cannot read this as just sort of like a regular Excel file or Google Sheet. So you have to export it or download it. And when you download it, you have to download it as a CSV file, comma separated values. So .csv is how you download this. So I've downloaded it. It is in my downloads folder. And now I'm going to open up JASP. And I go over to here, these 3 lines, and over to here to open. And I got to find this on my computer. So it's in my downloads folder, and that's not one of these. So I'm going to go to Browse, and I'm going to go to Downloads. And JASP wants to access this. I'm going to say OK. And there is the file. So I'm going to open. And now here in JASP is my file. I've got my gender variable, my region variable, and my hours worked per week. And I want to do a quick ANOVA. I could compare genders on hours worked per week. and I see there's not really a difference. Very similar there. And I could do an ANOVA. And maybe I'd do region as my independent variable and hours worked per week as my dependent variable. And this is what I get. And I could look at descriptives. So you can see there's 5 cases per region, and there's pretty big differences between them, but it's not statistically significant.